Howdy everybody, Keith Warren, and thanks for watching this video brought to you by Barber Creek, America's premier shooting school. All right, so I got my deer on the deck, and I mean, I am stoked. This buck is perfect. I mean, perfect example of what a hunter can expect to kill when he comes to Blue Rock Outfitters. Now Johnny's on deck, and Johnny knows that if he doesn't shoot a mature deer, I'm gonna kick his butt.
Okay, so I've got pressure from two sides now. One side is that I definitely have to shoot a mature buck, but the other side is we really can't start antelope hunting until I shoot a mature buck. So we've been hunting in the river bottoms, but Mike gets this wild hair and he wants to switch it up. So believe it or not, up in these prairies, he's got some whitetail out there. And he said, hey, these bucks don't stick around long. Eventually, they're gonna realize, what are we doing out here? And go start chasing does down in the river bottom. So he wants to go out there and start looking for these bucks and try to get one down. All right, everybody, we are being really quiet right now. While I was down at the river bottom, Mike did some scouting and spotted some good bucks down here. You want to spray down? He spotted some good bucks down in this draw over this hill. So it's getting towards the end of the evening. We're gonna ease up over there and hopefully we'll catch them heading to the wheat field. So what do you say we take off, Mikey?
All right, let's go.
Let's go. You ready to go kill a big buck?
Heck yeah.
Let's do it, buddy.
All right.
So we head out there and sure enough, we run into these bucks down at the bottom, but they're way out there and they catch wind of us and they take off. But that doesn't mean the hunt is over because we wrap around and we bed these guys down, and sure enough, we end up getting them at 135 yards. All right, so this is the spot. And all we can see is one of the bucks, but the problem is the big guy, he's down below. We can't see him. That's not the right one.
That's not the big one, though.
Don't move, he's looking right at us. And sure enough, this buck just ends up standing up, probably to readjust and get a better sleeping spot, and he looks right at us, and we're pegged. And he's standing there and he's standing there, and unfortunately he wasn't our shooter buck because he gave us about 14 great shots. But eventually he gets wise and starts taking off, and I'm waiting for that other buck to pop out. Sure enough, he comes out full run. That's him.
Okay, that's him. 140. Second one, right there. Broadside, 140.
There's the full broadside. I'm this close to pulling the trigger, and Keith calls me off because we can't do it. And I'll tell you what, folks, if you can't see it, if it's not good for you, the viewer, that's how we operate. We're not gonna do it. So those guys got away, but this hunt ain't over because I'm going back to the river bottom and we're gonna see what we can make happen there. Well, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning. It's nice and chilly, and just nice and still. No wind, which is great. And I actually saw some deer this morning. It was pretty dark, but I saw this tight 6-point. We've seen him before. We saw him last year. He kind of moved on out, but it's been a really good morning. But we'll see. I'm just enjoying being out here. It doesn't get much better than this. Look at him licking that branch. Oh, look at those two tussling. Man, that little guy wants a piece of that, the one that's a little bit bigger than him. I'm looking at a buck right now. It's the buck from this morning. That's a management buck if I've ever seen one. Look how big his body is. And he's just gonna breed and breed. If he comes in and gives us a good opportunity, I might think about, see if he's moving to the left. He's full frontal, I can't. I couldn't take that shot right now anyway. He's about to lay down, I guarantee you he's about to lay down. Yep. There he goes. Son of a gun. Remember I told you about this place being game rich? Just down here in the bottom, looking at whitetail bedded down. And I get snuck up on by a nice mule deer buck. All right, I'm looking at a buck right now. He's got a big old fat body on him. That's a nice deer. I'm gonna let him get as close as he wants to get, because he's heading straight for these does. No need to rush it. All right, he's moving to the left. I don't know what just buggered him. All right, there he is. All right, he goes broadside. I'm gonna take the shot. All right, he's starting to turn. All right, I'm gonna take the shot. Oh man, that dropped him. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. That is an awesome deer right there. Big body, mature, nice wide rack. Mike has really good deer out here, way bigger than that. But that one right there, that is perfect for me, baby. All right, everybody, here he is. And I gotta tell you, I knew he was old when he came in. I don't know if you can appreciate his body size, but this is a massive whitetail buck. He's gotta be at least 6 or 7 years old. Look at this old Roman nose. Like, that's a Roman nose if I've ever seen one. That's a bump they only get when they're real mature. And then he's got these hanging jowls of fat here. Just a beast and a tank of a deer. Definitely a mature buck, and definitely one that was ready to go. Perfect deer to take. And I'll tell you what, that was an awesome hunt. I mean, to see him go down like that was great. And getting to hunt with Mike is the best. If you're out there and you're looking for an antelope hunt, mule deer hunt, whitetail, he does whitetail and turkeys in Nebraska under gobble and grunt. I can promise you this, that you will not be disappointed if you give him a call. Everybody has big deer, everybody has big antelope, but nobody has Mike Zemek other than Blue Rock Outfitters. So I would definitely come out here and experience this, because it's been a heck of a time. I just couldn't be more thankful and grateful and glad in the end you got down quick. Awesome deer, couldn't be happier.
Howdy everybody, Keith Warren here for Barber Creek, America's premier long-range hunting and shooting school. Barber Creek is one of America's top long-range instructors and life-size animal targets out to 1,000 yards. Enjoy a climate-controlled classroom and shoot house, luxurious lodging, and 4-course meals as you train with fellow outdoorsmen. Our Level 2 Master Course puts you in real hunting positions off a tripod, bipod, and backpacks, with 25 life-size animal targets from 340 yards out to 1,670 yards on 6 stations. You'll become confident shooting at angles, reading wind and terrain, and shooting across valleys. When that once-in-a-lifetime shot only comes once, you can't afford to miss. Contact Barber Creek at 334-845-0000.